What is your most optimistic mindset for these times?
I'm being offered a big blessing in disguise in that um, I'm seeing how much of the life that I was living, that we were living, um, was unsustainable in a lot of ways. I noticed this right at the beginning. When you finally have this ability to slow down, necessity to slow down, even in the middle of society, I have a lot of, I'm familiar with slowing down and being on retreat and meditating and but you know, coming back into society, it's often speed back up, right? And so the opportunity to slow down within the rat race has been really clarifying and really a gift in that you can let go of so much that's unnecessary in terms of like emotional health and even just like physical daily schedule. And I think, what am I trying to get at? I think the gift is that we've been offered this time to really be able to turn inwards and look at ourselves honestly in a really interesting position, because it's not retreat level and it's not normal daily life level. It's almost like you get both in there, and has been really fruitful to see. But is that optimism? Maybe. I'm finding what I've done with the time, what I see the gift is that I can work on the stuff that I'm really passionate about now. I've been fortunate enough to have moved back with family, so there's a roof over my head, there's people around, there's food in the fridge. Even though I lost my job, like CRB has been covering, and so all this is covered. Wow! So the opportunity is to use that time to turn inwards, to develop, you know, our own passions and our own, to really connect with an authentic expression, right? And to make it actually happen because of this foot in both worlds kind of experience that we're having. We can find ways to actually manifest that in the world, as opposed to just leaving the world to find stillness and coming back and integrating it. It's like both happening at the same time. And it's really an interesting opportunity.
What have you done to realize your life vision?
Well, outwardly, I have been following my recently discovered passion for herbalism. And so that means for me right now, I'm actually studying and taking a diploma as a clinical herbal therapist. And because of this time that I've been offered, can really just dive in and focus on it. And and now like my place has just become a potion shop, and I've got concoctions brewing and tea leaves and like sets of chemistry sets and like stuff happening everywhere, and it makes me happy. Um, and I think that what's happening there for me is maybe part of a symbol of a larger thing that can happen with this time that we have, in that I was blessed just before this to have found a way to like bring together many of my interests and um, many of my pursuits in life into like a thing that can funnel all of them into a viable way of living, um, through being or through following herbalism. We'll see where it actually leads. But previously in life, had been really into tea and uh, spent time meditating in forests alone. Spirituality is a huge part of my daily existence. And then also science, having gone to science school and cultivated an interest in all of that. And then being really interested and seeing this whole new possibility of holding healing space for someone, for people, was something that somehow I hadn't considered, but is really natural. It's like actualizing a whole new part of myself that I hadn't really given time to, but is so quickly become fundamental to who I am. They don't have to be separate parts of my life. They can be all expressed through this one thing. I mean, there's science and spirituality and emotional intelligence and holding therapeutic space and connecting with people and nature and bringing them to you has been really nothing short of magnificent. There's another layer that is possible that I've been finding myself able to relax into, that sort of makes optimism and pessimism irrelevant. There's like an equanimity that allows life to flow, and that gives you the strength for it not to be okay, which I think is the real health that's coming there, right? That there's like an integration, like a realness that can come from that. Please forgive me if I'm getting it wrong, Gangaji. But something like the willingness to suffer, even for a moment, means that suffering is no longer an obstacle to peace. There is this secret joy that's not touched by any of this. And I'm finding it more and more able to actually let myself be held by that.